Gotta put the time in, pimpin', make it grind a little bigger.
Do it big.
You can never be a quitter.
Till the end, if it's win, lose, or draw. Go hard.
Make them hating bronze bitter.
Do it for the cause.
Gotta make your mind up, nigga.
Feeling like off the leash.
Gotta be the pick, gotta let 'em.
Make them sick, pure venom.
You control everything like a dealer.
Do it big, never little. You a real go-getter. Gotta show it all off. Girl, I know it's a fire up under your clothes. I know you know, but they ain't gotta know about that. I like that, like that. Girl, I know it's a fire up under them clothes. Fuck what the next say, I got X-ray.
The way you jookin', baby girl, I pray to God you ain't tickin'. It's the fact I was looking in the back playing hooky. I won't act like a rookie, but that ass kinda shippin', nigga. I bit the bait, yeah, you hooked the nigga. I'm quite impressed with that sundress, not even a contest. Tell me where you found it, I would love to be around it. And I hope it don't sound bad, but you really got around that. I really thank God that I found that. I just wanna mount it. Tell me if I'm over my boundary, cause I don't want another nigga around it. My vision ain't cloud, I could never let that ass leave without. If you was looking for me, baby, then you found it. You can take it all off, tell them other niggas just walk. Let them know that you done found a boss, and the reason for the talk. And I said just a nigga get lost, cause I don't really wanna go off. You ain't gotta show it all off. Girl, I know it's some fire up under your clothes. I know you know, but they ain't gotta know about that. I like that, like that. Girl, I know it's some fire up under them clothes. Fuck what the next say, I got X-ray. Look, they don't leave nothing for the imagination, but mine works well. I can tell that you got something that I'm trying to see behind them seams of them jeans. You can't hide, that's no lie. She the type to carry herself a certain type of way, and I ain't gotta see it all. I got X-ray. You can bring that black little dress out when you want to, but in the meantime, girl, I see you live in HD, live in 4K. It's grown folks into the soiree. She say she want a Renaissance man. She said I got you. She say I'm too aggressive. I must have put too many peach emojis in my message. Wildin', and I ain't even seen it yet. My shit, girl, I be legit. This that one song that you gon' sing all day long. It's nothing, keep it moving. Come on, come on. You ain't gotta show it all off. Girl, I know it's some fire up under your clothes. I know you know, but they ain't gotta know about that. I like that, like that. Girl, I know it's some fire up under them clothes. Fuck what the next say, I got X-ray. You ain't gotta show it all off. Girl, I know it's some fire up under them clothes. I know you know, but they ain't gotta know about that. I like that, like that. Girl, I know it's some fire up under them clothes. Fuck what the next say, I got X-ray.
Yes, sir. It is I.
Yeah. You ain't gotta show it all off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. Don't show it all. Leave something for the imagination. Mine works well.
That's crazy. That song, it got a message. It's got a message, but it can still be some, you know, it's a little rump shanking going on with it, but it still got a little message to it.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that YJ will sneak a message in on you, whether you know it or not. You just jam it like, yeah, I ain't gotta take my fucking clothes off for you.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Welcome in, everybody, man. This is Big Business Podcast, episode 65. It ain't big business. We ain't talking about it.
Talking about it.
It's business, man. Y'all know who this guy is.
YJ and his thing, man. D-Love and his thing. What's good? I see D-Love got the little purple insignia, the little number one. I think that means she the number one chatter or something I see on there.
She is. Ain't nobody like
I guess YouTube.
D-Love.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, YouTube been doing a lot of little shit different. changing shit around and shit. I know you pointed out the other day when you said subscribe. I'm trying to get that shit to do it. When they say subscribe, that shit like AI pick up on it and the subscribe button blink and shit. If someone's not subscribed, I guess it do that. I don't know.
Yeah, that was something I noticed on Petey Pablo video. Now, after we do this, I'm gonna go back and look to see if it did it for us.
You got unsubscribe. It is, I guess, do it. Because they probably, if you already subscribed, probably ain't gonna do it.
You're right. Because I wasn't subscribed to his fucking page.
D-Love.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, D-Love. It say 75. It say top fans, number one, D-Love. 75 XP. I don't know what the fuck that means, but.
It says that on YouTube?
Yeah. When you click on that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. D-Love say the world lost me with Velcro and digital clock. I'll be. I'll be. Oh, man.
Oh, shit, man. Well, appreciate you for being here, D-Love, and those who are in the bushes, man. We're going to go ahead and crank the show on up. We back at it. One more game, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go.
I like that action. Okay, we here with it.
Yeah, man. Got a lot to talk about tonight on this good Tuesday. On this good Tuesday, man. It's a lot going on.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man, oh man.
I want to just open it up with this funny story that I'm pretty sure is making waves all over the internet, man. I seen it a couple of times yesterday. Finesse 2 times.
Uh-oh.
Come to the fucking front, man. Come to the fucking front, bro.
Uh-oh.
We need to holler at you, man. Ladies. Fellas. We are too old. We're too over this shit, man. We too over this shit, bro. Now, with technology and as the world evolves, they got ways to fix bullshit like this, as you can see on your left side of the screen. But the people wanted to fucking know, how the fuck did you get to that point in the first place on the right side of the screen? Man, let's take a listen to what this Negro said, man. Check this shit right out, man. This nigga's a fool.
I ain't brushed my teeth before I got them fixed. Yeah, because I ain't know no better. I ain't know no better before I got my teeth fixed. I was a street brushing my teeth. I wanted some money. You talking about? But when I did better.
Hold on. Because he threw something in there. This is my first time seeing. He threw something in there, you know, because, and I'm a little confused by, well, I don't know. He said he was a street nigga.
That's what he said.
And so
his focus was money. Fuck brushing my teeth, nigga.
His focus was money. And he didn't know no better about brushing his teeth because he was a street nigga.
That's what he said.
All right. I just want to make sure I heard correctly.
I ain't brushed my teeth before I got them fixed. Yeah, because I ain't know no better. I ain't know no better before I got my teeth fixed. I was a street brushing my teeth. I wanted some money. You talking about? But when I did better, hey man, quit playing with me, man. You know better, you do better.
He couldn't even
man.
say it.
You know, you gotta learn. Yeah, I ain't used to brush my teeth. No teeth run in my family. So it is what it is. But get what now though? 250. 250. Yeah, 250 on. Yeah. You never see this. Huh?
Quarter million on his teeth. And that's about the going price for a full set. $250,000 on his teeth.
And that was with, the extras. I think he got some diamonds on there as well.
Yeah.
I'm just confused and finesse. I'm sorry, bro. You might get mad if you ever run across this knob, my nigga. You can't tell me there was no point in time, there's no part of your life, whether it was when you was in prison or you was a jit before you went to the streets, till you was sitting in the damn cell where nobody brushed their fucking teeth around you. When you in prison, niggas get care packages with toothbrush, toothpaste, they snacks. What the fuck you thought they was doing with that toothbrush, nigga? Making beats, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, his mama, I don't know. That's more of an indictment. If that's the truth, that's more of an indictment on his mama, I guess. But even still, you get to messing, get past certain age and, messing with females and that show you who you around. Cause somebody gonna let you know, like, bro, this shit, we got to do something about this.
For real, like you looking at your mouth and then you looking at your partner's mouth or your girl mouth, like you ain't decide to act. It's like, how you get your teeth so clean? I brush them, nigga. I'm calling cap, 100% cap. I think you were just too fucking lazy to brush your goddamn teeth, nigga.
And see, the thing is, I mean, crooked teeth don't mean dirty teeth at the end of the day.
Right, fact.
Crooked teeth don't mean dirty teeth. I mean, some people, it's a lot of it, for what I think is genetics. And I say that because I got a gap in my, my daddy got a gap. So, as far as that aspect, I'm like, it kind of does run in your family, I guess, when it comes to how they grow sometimes, I guess. And that's only an assumption. But
I don't know if that's hereditary. It could be. That's something we'll have to look up.
Yeah, I know my daddy got it and I got it. And my mama got a slight partial. She got a little one. And my daddy got a bigger one and about like mine, but maybe a little bigger. But
Gap too. That nigga gap was big as shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's more common amongst black people from what I've seen and heard. But I mean, hell, my daddy had a gap, but hell, he was military though, so he put he put his thing under hot water, toothbrush, dip it in Arm & Hammer, then put toothpaste on it. But his teeth was white though, so he was doing something. Yeah.
But for gaps, that's normal. We see that all the time. They say females with gaps, they say they the freakiest females in the world. I kind of find that to be true. But anyway, that's besides the point. They got things, if that was something that bothered you as a person, they got braces for shit like that. Hell,
yeah.
They got braces for shit like that in his mouth. And that nigga teeth look like they fighting for space in his mouth. Like, nigga, move over.
Yeah. I don't know, but hey, he had the money to fix it. D-Love say run a brush across them is the least you can do. I digress. Maybe he was going through something. I figure he had to be. Said mama used to do that too. YJ, that Arm & Hammer. Yeah, I guess that's some old school shit, man.
Yeah.
He used to, be like, here, he had me do it, try to have me do it about once a week. And it didn't work. That shit is disgusting.
They started putting that Arm & Hammer in toothpaste, bro.
Yeah, they did. I think Colgate, I forget which company does that, started putting it in there. But yeah, man, that's crazy. He
Yeah, that's. I'm not buying it for this.
real street nigga.
Hey, she said it like he was going through something, like a brick wall or something. Yeah, that's what it fucking looked like he went through. But yeah, man, we're gonna get off you for that. So we just had to bring you to the front of the congregation to address the bullshit you just said, man.
Crazy. Yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. Episode number 65, man. I think we seen something pop up right before the live. So we're gonna make a video right now. We doing it live. So, but Pusha T and Chris Brown released a song 15 hours. I can't remember how many hours ago. But yeah, we're gonna listen to it. Boss or myself has not heard the song. I think this will be the first actual reaction that we do that neither one of us heard the song before we do it. So this should be interesting.
Very.
Oh damn, I didn't even grab the song, did I? Let me I'm gonna just play it right here. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got old like Pusha T and Breezy. Man, Breezy say, listen, y'all quit fucking comparing me to people too, man. When them niggas went through what the fuck I went through, then we can talk.
Right.
Breezy tired of that shit, man. He went in on Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I ain't see that. All right, let's get the layout. Let's get the reaction layout going on.
All right.
There we go. All right, man. Here we go. This is Pusha T, Sweet Serenade featuring C Breezy. See what this thing hitting on, man.
Come on, let's toast to champagne. This one's for the life. Did everything you could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good. Everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning. No vision, no quit. I'd rather say I did than let them buzzers say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life to try every day to go and get it.
Came from the bottom, no one said it would be fair. Now I'm on this money, lounging like it's a beach chair. Papa don't preach, all we do is just reach here. Raise round, we just happy to be here. Spot them, got them, let your soul pay your dues. While my doing magic, voodoo, Moulin Rouge. That's a tactic that they use. Then them dry. Before you know it, her Q7 is buzzing by. The queen pin to the kingpin redeems him. The boat comes, the drums, my team wins. Yeah, this the life that we made. In the dark like a sweet serenade.
Champagne, this one's for the life. Did everything you could to be here for the night. Man,
Don't do it. Don't do it. We got Breezy and Pusha T in the building, people.
What we doing on the beat? Does the beat sound like it's not done yet?
That beat sound trash as fuck.
Okay, I wonder.
Simple, man.
I wonder if you picking up what I'm picking up because I'm listening. I'm waiting for the beat to drop, and the shit just keep going on. I mean, that's my first.
The beat. I'm listening to the lyrics, but when you bring that to my attention, that shit basic, then a motherfucker.
Maybe it got a beat switch. Let's keep it rolling.
feels good. Everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning. No vision, no quit. I'd rather say I did than let them buzzers say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life to try every day to go and get it.
Supreme ballers, all my got SBs, triple doubles, both wrist and neck freeze. Triple doubles, 2 and squeeze. Triple doubles, 2 and check please. Woo! They love me on my Ric Flair. Woo! In that phantom like I'm Blair Witch. Woo! Who are you to be compared with? Woo! Ain't no that you bled with. Caught cases, ran base and rolled aces. Lick or left bodies with no traces. Yeah, this the life that we made.
Yeah.
In the dark like a sweet
Come on, let's toast
serenade.
to champagne. This one's
Okay,
for
bro.
life.
Two things. I'm assuming
up?
this is the clean version, must be.
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, what I'm pretty sure they wanted Chris Brown to sound like this. I don't like that part. That little
With
distortion.
the
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't like that.
they got the telephone on his voice. I think this may have been previously released.
Had to, bro.
Uh,
Because Chris Brown look a little young in this video too.
Say My Name Is My Name, Pusha T album version edited. So look like they just putting up a video. Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good. Everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning. No vision or quit. I'd rather say I did than let them busters say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life and try every day to go and get it, get it, get it.
Look, my Ouija board don't ever lie to me. The best rapper living, I know who's alive to me. Yeah, the competition's all but died to me. Rah, I make these cause hide from me. This Sergio Tashini life we uphold. You just posing for them pics so you can upload. Yeah, this the life that we made. In the dark like a sweet
Come on, let's toast to
serenade.
champagne. This one's for the life. Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good.
Yeah, man.
Everything is right. Energy is strong enough.
I didn't cut this shit off. I just I don't want to hear this shit no more.
Yeah, nah. And I'm thinking I seen the Chris Brown feature on Let God Sort Him Out, and that's what threw me off because it was on Pusha T channel, and I should have knew. But yeah, nah, that one ain't. Regardless where it came from, that ain't it. That ain't it.
That ain't it. Nah, yeah, it was. I mean, I think Pusha was, he was spitting. I didn't find too much wrong with his verse. But that beat, the way they had Chris sounding.
Yeah. He
Nah,
don't
I
got a
ain't like
voice for that. Like he got a voice for the. He ain't Timberland. We don't. He's not Magoo Timberland. He's not. Yeah, like let that man voice breathe. Let his shit
Yep.
breathe. That's what it come down to for me on that, man.
He don't need no effects and shit like that.
No, nothing. Yeah.
I don't know. Failed mission, goddammit.
Failed mission. As far as grade, if I gotta grade it, I give it a. Yeah, I really did. I can't give it an F, but I can sure give it a D. I give it a Drake.
Yeah, I gotta give it a Draco. Gotta give it a Draco. I hate to do that to a great R&B singer and a great rapper. That shit don't even normally happen, bro.
How the fuck? But I've heard that before, where you have two talented artists go in the studio and make some shit like that. You be like, how the fuck did that happen?
That's just like R. Kelly and Hov making some bullshit.
Oh yeah, the R. Kelly, and that's a classic example of that. Is that album they did together? It was like, what? This what y'all was cooking up? Y'all was in there cooking this shit up. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Do we got the outro for the shit? Anyway, well, fuck it. Hit the like button for hip hop anyway, man.
Yeah. So since we talking about these greats and everything, let's just jump into it real quick. Diddy.
Okay.
If you haven't been paying attention to the news, the jurors have come to agreement for 4 out of the 5 charges. Of course, they haven't taken it to the judge yet because there's still one left, and that's the racketeering charge, and that's the most difficult one.
Right.
For the jurors, and they was trying to turn them all in today, all 5, and they was going to just use that 5th one as we can't agree. And the judge said, no, fuck y'all ain't. Ain't no fucking mistrial here. So they went home today, and they're going to do it again tomorrow. But 4 of the 5 have been agreed upon the jurors. What do you think the issue is on the racketeering? Do you think are they struggling to understand the law behind it, or they just don't agree? They're just not agreeing to charge him or not charge him.
So you're saying for the other 4 charges, they all came to a agreement, but it's just this racketeering. I would think maybe half and half, because you really got to understand the racketeering aspect to be able to make a judgment on it. But as long as they've had, I would say it's probably the latter of what you said, because as long as they've had this explained to them what it is he's been charged with. Absolutely. So you've heard the evidence and you heard the explanation behind this shit, I'm pretty sure multiple times. So yeah, I would have to go with the latter of what you said, where it's just some people don't agree.
I believe it's one. I know for sure is one is cut clear and dry for the racketeering, which is the RICO charge that they have him on, and that's actually using the business money to pay for all these free costs and shit like that. Right. So they got receipts on that, but you got to have two of them.
3.
Yeah, 2 of our So right now, I don't know as far as the what was the one where a kid cut it. I don't think there's enough evidence to prove that Diddy did it. I think we all know that Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't no fucking coincidence. Don't start your shit like that.
Well, what I will say is, if you got something with receipts, something with a paper trail, it's a little easier to prove certain things. But with all the prostitution, getting people across state lines, people doing things at will for money, exchanging money for services, sexual services and stuff. I mean, to me, that doesn't equal I don't think you should get a RICO charge for willingly having people say they willingly went to have sex with you across state lines. Did they do it, beyond did you kidnap them and then go through state lines, or did you send them a cash out to get a plane ticket and they came? Like it's different. That's not trafficking to me.
And I believe that's what they having an issue with when it comes to the prostitution and the sex trafficking is the willing. They were willing. They say Cassie was willing. They say Jane Doe or whatever, Jane, whoever she is, 50 Cent baby mama. They saying it was willing, but also you have to enter coercion, because if you don't do it, bitch, I'm not paying your fucking rent. You feel me? So that's where it can.
Right.
That's when you fighting back and forth. Okay. Yeah, she was willing to fucking do it because, bitch, I want my fucking rent paid.
Yeah. With that one, even that one, I can see where it would be hard to get 12 jurors, however many jurors, to all agree on something like that, because it's one of them. It's almost like subliminal. Coercion is more subliminal than something by force, and that's a little bit different, I feel like, in the court of law. Defense has, they've quit, what do they call it? Damn, I just said the shit too. The defense is over. There's no more defending anything. The shit is just for what it is. Everything has been showed to this point. Everything. So there's no more. Oh, we got another star witness. Shit is over. So we're gonna see, man.
Yeah. I think the racketeering, he may get off. He may get off. But there's a lot of other ones they have him on. But see, that racketeering, that's the RICO charge, and that holds a lot of time. But,
yeah. I know you said 10. What'd you say? 10 to 15.
That's what I was expecting, but I really want to drop that number 5, take 5 off, and say 5 to 10. But
5 to 10.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happened with that shit, man. Yeah, old Diddy, man. He done put a stain on. He done put a stain on his old legacy, man. I seen somebody talking about it the other day. Who was that? Rainwater. Man, Rainwater.
Rainwater sit his bunk ass down. So.
That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. Anytime a black man get money, besides selling dope, that's all they want to do. Look at Bill Cosby. Hey, I ain't going into it, but that's, hey, teach his own, man. Teach his own.
Yeah. Listen, you was blessed to have a position of power and also blessed to change a lot of people's lives for the good. You made these decisions to do all this weird shit. And that's nobody's fault but yours, whether people feel like they coming for you or not, but for whatever reason, you put yourself in this situation. There's a lot of filthy, rich-ass motherfuckers who ain't doing what you doing, Diddy.
Yeah. So anyway, we gonna keep this thing moving, man. I think we're gonna get into the before we get into that, I just wanted to I want to just put this on the screen because I've been somewhat following this case. We gotta take the ticker off, I think, to see the full thing. I've been kind of following this. They finally got this man. Dummy on the run. They finally got him. 45 days on the run. Somebody on Facebook said, I figured Antoine Massey was in Mexico, but nope. Caught today in the 7th Ward, 3 miles from Parish Jail that he escaped from. I said, man, look.
Hey, let me holler at Auntie real quick, man.
I should knock the shit out of this motherfucker right now.
Man, oh man. And see but hold on. When I seen this initially, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you in a very precarious position though. Like when it comes to you escaping from jail. All right, just think about it. Cause anybody who you talk to, you gotta have trust in them. So on one hand, you would think that he would get as far away from the jail as possible, far away from that parish, that county, that whatever you call it. I know Louisiana's different. They call their shit parish. They got parishes. So you would think on one hand that you would get as far away from this place as possible because you just want to get away. Then on the other hand, once you get away, then the trust comes. You still have to trust people to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. So who are you going to trust? Are you going to trust people far away from your home? Are you going to trust people right there in your block that you know? Like, so that what'd you say? What'd you think about that, man, from that aspect?
How long he been running? He been out for about a month and a half, maybe?
Something like that. Month and a half, something like that.
And I don't know what his movements was. I don't want to believe that motherfucker stayed in Louisiana the whole fucking time. I don't want to believe that. But if he did, obviously he was somewhere where he was safe. without no one telling on. But I can't tell you how to be on the run. I don't know your inner circle. I don't know who you can trust and who you can't trust. But your biggest haters is in your hometown. We know that.
Shit.
We know
Shit.
that. You goddamn walk out wherever you was hiding from just to be able to look at the sun for a little bit. And one of your haters ride by and see your ass. That could have another fucker right.
Right.
I see it. I see Antoine, whatever his damn name is. He right here on 4 Forward. Come get him. He right here at this address right here. Yo, they gonna tell on
check.
you, bro.
Get that
Yo,
check.
let me get that check, nigga. Yo, you owe me, nigga. You ain't give me my money for my dope, nigga. So yeah, you can't stay in your hometown, bro. We know how that goes with becoming famous, man. They'll kill you in your own hometown, bro.
Yeah, I think he should have been somewhere. If you ain't got no passport, you ain't getting in Mexico. So that whole statement. A lot of people, I would say, more of us probably don't have passports than. I don't know. I know I ain't got one. So
I don't either. He should have went up there with you, D-Love, in Minnesota. Who the fuck goes to Minnesota?
Yeah, go to Nebraska. Go to hell. But then you gotta. It's almost like, which is worse though? Is living your life on the run worse than at least just having some freedom and like, hey, I'm gonna play it how it go and still have my luxuries. I move out in the boondocks on the run and be eating, trying to eat off the land. Like, what you gonna do? Where you going? Yeah, like.
That life is definitely stressful. Being on the run, you got to watch your back every damn day. But I'm pretty sure he got family somewhere outside of Louisiana. I'm pretty damn sure he do. Can he trust them? That's a different story. That's a different question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe those people who live outside of Louisiana are God-fearing people. No, you ain't coming here, Antoine.
Right.
We're going to call the police if you bring your ass here.
Yeah. And I know his daddy did, I think it was his daddy who came out, and I know that was the other dude that got caught last week or a couple weeks ago. Anyway, yeah, man, just dummy on the run. Confusion.com, as D-Love say. What's good, Cupcake in the building? Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to chop that up real quick, man.
Yeah.
He had a chance.
It's still one more left, ain't it?
Nah, that's it. I think
that was the last one.
I think that's the last one. The other one, DeMarcus something. I think he was it his girlfriend? I can't remember. I would have to look that up. But I think he was the last one because the other dude with the skinny head like me, I think he got arrested already. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well. Hey, I guess, you had fun while you had fun. I promise you, your ass won't get away again.
Hell no. They not finna, yeah.
Mm-mm.
They went all through that jail, checking everything in that jail, so. But yeah, man.
The spectacle out of that prison, nigga.
Oh yeah, they gonna tighten that shit up. But yeah, man, episode 65, we in this thing. BBP. We got the Cardi, situation.
Yeah, man.
Stealing songs.
Yeah, man. We well, I done ran past these type of situations several times, but this is actually the second time I ran into this situation, and it was about Cardi B. So I brought it to Jizzle. Me and Jizzle kind of chopped it up, but we gonna talk about it with you guys, and we gonna see how you see it, and we all gonna voice our opinion because I do believe in coincidences. I do, but when Matter of fact, I ain't gonna do that. Let's just go ahead and get into this little clip. This is a young lady named Risa Rain. Cardi B got a new song that she just dropped. It's called Outside. I did a reaction to it on my page. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Risa Rain came out and she said, "Oh no. We not finna do this, Cardi." So y'all check out what she had to say about this young lady.
Charlotte, North Carolina rap artist Risa Rain claims Cardi B stole her song.
You're not going to be able to tell me that even if it wasn't Cardi herself, somebody on that team heard the song. And yes, it is a common saying. Yes, niggas say niggas been outside. I'm not discrediting that. Outside niggas love her outside. But the coincidence for you to say outside and the beat sound the same, somebody heard it and was like, I could see where they was trying to go with this. Let's take it here. Outside niggas love her outside bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that if that's what you want to do, cool. But nigga, reach out and be like, hey, listen, do da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But like, nigga, we outside now. Someone nigga, she outside niggas love her. Nigga.
So do y'all think Cardi B stole her song, or is it a coincidence? Let me know in the comments, man.
Oh, we gonna talk about it.
Now,
so
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What I want to say before I played the video, but I'd rather bring it to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this ain't the first time she's been accused of something like this, right? So I take that into account. We got both songs, and we're gonna let you hear it, but when a detective, and I said this to YJ, and they got a suspect, potential suspect.
Mm-hmm.
One thing they're gonna do is they're gonna look at their background, and let's say the crime that was committed was assault, rape, murder on a young lady. They look at this nigga background. He got about 6 of them on that motherfucker where he assaulted women, raped them, but just didn't murder them.
Yeah.
He's a suspect. He's a big suspect. So that's how I approach the situation. If it was the first time for this particular song, maybe I was like, okay, it's a coincidence, but I can't rap.
So calling Cardi B to the stand. Now, I think the context, for me, the context is, while I get what you're saying, but the context of the song in itself and what it is. She mentioned 2 things. She mentioned the beat and she mentioned the outside saying. Both are cultural stronghold. When you look at I think it's what do you call it? It's a certain percussion that's used in bounce music. Do 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 do. We've heard it, but it's synonymous with booty shaking music. This do 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 that we heard. And as far as the outside, we know that's the culture. So on this one, even with Boss putting that wonderful, fantastic analogy together, when it comes to someone's background and doing things, there's no way I can indict her on this, simply because this is monkey music. If you insert a microchip into a chimpanzee and tell him to make a booty shaking song, this song will come out 10 times out of 100, just by coincidence. So, as far as creativity, there's none. Booty shaking beat. Do 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 do. We outside. That's what the culture says. Oh, put it together. You got a song. So that's why I understand and we're gonna get into the other song. I think you got the other song popped up in here as well. I do realize you got to look at someone's background. So on that note, I would say if you want to rebuttal what I just said, you can, or you can go into the next one. But on that one, I got to give it just by coincidence. This is monkey music. So it's no creation, low vibration music that just, it's very coincidental that this could have happened because it's so lacking in anything that would take brain power. So I think that's how.
I get what you're saying, and that was a great defense. The microchip inside of a monkey, you know, and this is what you're gonna come up with because this is booty shaking music using some cultural slang, which outside is not a slang word, but that's what we use to let people know we out here thugging, and we out here partying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just the first young lady, Risa Rain, her song came out 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
You want to play that? Do you want to play a little bit of it, or?
Well, I think they played it. Well, I mean, we can ask the people, but from D Love and Cupcake, they saying yeah. She said it's a ditto for me. D Love agreed to that. So I think they did well on the video. I don't know if you made that video or that was something you clipped, but
that was
whoever they put it together well because it definitely showed the resemblance in the production and in the verbiage that was used, you know.
Okay, cool. So of course, you know, I said she's done this before. Y'all know Cardi had that song she done a few years ago. And it's stuck. And it's stuck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's play it real quick. Let's play it. And I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play the whole thing. And y'all tell me what y'all think, because we gonna play the other song too. Here it is.
If it's up, then it's stuck. Where did these sayings come from?
Look, once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck on me. I said my face bomb, ass tight, rack stuck up, shack height, jury on me, flashlight. I've been listening last night. Hit him with that good, make a nigga
come on, Cardi.
Boys don't deserve no pussy.
Yeah, I know.
Bag pussy, not the belly band.
Talking for the copyright.
Big bags busting out the belly band. Take them net, working back, party back, and know you bitches fuck.
I think it go here.
Up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
Don't stop playing with me, man.
Okay, so this the other song.
This the other one right here, man. Y'all talk to me now. What y'all think, man?
Catch me in traffic on Persian, hit a nigga on Michael Irvin. Said I hit 4, but I shot 6. Well, I guess I ain't perfect. Fucking nigga, bitch, she curvy. Fuck all night off the perky. Make say unlike Percy. Showtime, nigga, I'm worthy. New CMD, I put on for Jersey. Every got 30. Every gun probably 30. Rude boy, nigga, I'm screaming murder. Who's my bad? I mean murder. All them killers, they came with him. Call out,
listen for the hook.
Free the gang, nigga singing enough. Disrespect the dead, then we aiming at them. All of my niggas big spin at the gym. Let it cool off, then we spin it again. Hold up, let's spin it again. L out the L and no winning in him. He with the chart, they gave him like 10. Whoever kill cuz we gon' hit him with 10. Jump out, then hit him again.
Alright, here we go.
With the gang, ayy, lit as fuck, yeah. Tongo, we got trucks, yeah. Giannis, we got bucks, yeah. Brody got 2 foes, we call him Kobe, cause he clutch. He point them out and say it's up. Well, if it's up, then it's stuck.
Okay,
then
let's see.
Then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, then it's stuck, ayy. Then it's stuck, yeah. Then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck.
Come on,
man.
Come on, man. Just, I'm gonna let you leave this one off, bro.
Well, it's definitely a chimpanzee, right?
Still
If
got
you
that
got
chip
a
in it.
chip, if that chip, this music, man, you don't get this with Mystical. You don't get this with K Dot. You don't get this with Boss. You don't get this with YJ because you can't. There's something in. It's not a chimpanzee doing the song. Like, get you a trap beat, drill beat, whatever, popular sounding beat, and put a popular saying to it. It's like up rhymes with stuck. So a chimpanzee who hears this saying and then wants to make a song could easily, that's all I'm saying. It could easily happen. I think on this one it's a little bit more like and it does, I ain't gonna lie. The fact that it's two times, the fact that it's happened two times, this one is more crazy, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because the other one, she said outside. Out. So it wasn't like the cadence was the same. But this one, when I'm listening, the cadence is the same. But once again, back to the chimpanzee.
No, man, we ain't gonna do that one. We ain't gonna do that one. I gave you, I think, the credit you deserve on your first argument for the first song because of you made a great argument with it when you talking about the outside, which is the phrase, the beat. We talking about women who like booty shaking music. That sound was used, but when we move to this song right here, one thing that was different about the other song is the Risa Rain wasn't saying outside like she was.
Right. So it was a little different.
It's a little different. So that's why I gave you credit for that one. This girl took the cadence and everything, bro. Like, there's so many ways you could have made a song saying it's up and it's stuck.
It's not really though, is it?
Yeah, that's just not.
Give me an example, because it's those two words rhyme, so you're gonna say them together. Up and stuck
but I'm
rhyme
saying in the same pattern, like a chant. Just we're very clever when we coming up with hooks.
But you're not we're not chimpanzee.
So that's what you calling them. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm like. There's you could do outside creative. Matter of fact, I think we had a song called Outside on Detox, the album to not be mentioned.
Yes, we did.
It didn't say,
matter of fact,
you might not. I think you did.
The day we outside. Yo, I came up with the hook.
But nah, that's what I'm saying. There's a way to do it creative. But you're not a chimpanzee though.
Oh my God. I can't with you, bro. I can't. What they talking about it? There's no way in hell, bro. She came up with that almost the same exact cadence and everything, bro.
Okay, I give it to you. As far as reading what you have here on the banner, it says, "Is Cardi B jacking unknown artists for their songs?" It may be happening. It may be happening. Well, we remember Quentin Miller. The reference songs came out for Drake for Quentin Miller. That's why he gets, even though he probably writes more than people give him credit for at this point. But once a reference track comes out to your song, once something like this happens, I don't care what chimpanzee it is, this is gonna be the label that somebody in the culture who's well versed is just gonna get you. That's just part of it. Once you get that stain on you, that stain is like blood. It's hard to get out. You're gonna need some hydrogen peroxide. You're gonna need something. But nah. You're gonna need some nah.
So let's say, and that's why I said unknown artists, independent artists, however you want to label them.
Right.
She wouldn't use a mainstream artist shit because they're gonna take the proper steps to make sure they got their lawyers on deck if somebody take their shit. In both of these situations, all you heard was the artist coming out talking shit. Like, why you took my shit? Obviously, they weren't together. Because I would have sued the dog shit out of Cardi, bruh. Because especially with that up and it's stuck, I would have. They probably couldn't have sued off that because that shit's been used in so many different tracks.
Right. I don't know even with the up and it's stuck. I don't know if you can sue off of that alone.
Yeah. The cadence, bro. I think it's that cadence.
Right.
Because it's just like with T.I. Hey, let's get away. Let's get a room.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He had to go goddamn change a fucking note to get that shit. Like, he was like, either I'm gonna get them to clear it, or we're just gonna change a note and it's not the same anymore.
Right.
Just so happened they actually was able to do both, but they had already goddamn did the song. They got the clearance.
Yeah.
But they had already changed the note. So it's just like that. Like, okay, up and it's stuck. Up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? So if there are 2 times it stuck, or some shit, you know what I'm saying, that would change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you could have sued, man, because I think if you'd have set that shit in a judge courtroom and he heard that shit, like, now Cardi, you want me to fucking think that you didn't take that man's shit?
Hey. Well, Judge, I'm just a chimpanzee. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's wild. It looks crazy. I mean, it's not surprising. Far as her artistry is not surprising that this has happened with someone like her. That's, I guess, in closing, that's what I would say. Far as her as an artist, I can see this. Far as the artist she took it from, both of them. Yeah. I mean, hey, y'all can't be too mad. Make some music that got some heart in it. Do something else. Make some creative music. Then motherfucker won't be able to do this shit. And when they do, it's gonna be really obvious. So, hey, I'll have no sympathy for either one that got their shit jacked. No sympathy. Make some
intellectual bar structured hooks can be stolen too.
It's gonna be. We can prove that though. If I hear someone come on, I seen this generation's promise dwindle. Hey, hold on. Oh, I'm a no. So, hey, I have no sympathy for either artist. Get more creative with your shit now.
Yeah, I had that discussion with my nephew today. Yeah, if any advice, listen to his music. I say, man, take your time writing your rhymes. Don't be a basic rapper, bro. Don't let somebody tell you I could do that shit you did.
Yeah.
Go back and if it was too easy to come up with that rhyme, think of another one.
Right. That was good advice. That's good. Yeah, I seen that you said your nephew, Few was out there getting it off the mic, whatnot. So,
yeah, man.
That's good
he
advice.
called me today. I kept getting this phone call from a Tennessee number. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this calling me? Right. He told me to answer it.
Yeah.
Uncle Jason.
Yeah.
What is it, man? I ain't hear from him in years, so He sent it to me. He said, "You inspired me, man."
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that was good advice you gave him, man. Good advice you gave him. Something to separate yourself, man, because that's it's hard to do, but once you do it, man, it's just the work behind it after that. So,
yeah, I hear he got some talent. I got about 4. He's something about 4 songs, and it's not that goddamn drill shit. And I was so happy. I was so fucking happy, bro.
Okay.
So
I was just about to ask what type of vibe was he on?
He on that. If he just practice, he on that lyrical shit. That I call it that pause rap. When you rapping,
pause rap.
That's what I call it. Where they rapping, and like they take a break and then they jump back in it again. It's like it's almost something like when you hear J. Cole may do. You know what I'm saying? Or a conscious rapper may do, but it's like they telling the story. Then yeah. And then come back in again, like, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Where the ad lib is actually a part of the bar and not just the ad lib. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, well, salute to that man. Hey, get it.
So we're gonna get into some a jam, some music real quick, because we mixing BBP in the lab, y'all. So we do music and stories. You feel me?
Yeah.
What you want to hit them with? You want to hit them with?
Hey, shit. Being Big Ism just dropped it, man. Hell, we got State of Hip Hop, man. I don't even know if we played this song on here. I think we might. We played it on the interview, I think. Or did we play the cypher? I can't remember. But this song we got in here, man, called State of Hip Hop. It's off Big Ism project, Pick a Side, and we throwing it on that Brainstorm, man. So yeah, this is Boss, YJ, and Big Ism. It's called State of Hip Hop. This was a concept that was sent to us, presented to us on a silver platter, and all we had to do was go in there and knock some verses out. We don't get too many of them, man. So hey, it was fun to do. It was fun to do. Just come in, knock a verse out. Hey, I'm done. That was it. So
yeah, and actually, it's the number 1 song on his album right now. He sent me the stats. I was like, okay. So
that's what's up.
So we're gonna get into the new joint, man. State of Hip Hop right here, BBP episode 65, man. Right off of Big Ism new project. Pick a side. Check it out, man.
Thank you, and thank you very kind. It is indeed a great pleasure to present to you at this particular time, national and international.
Hey, look, and it's about to be a call to action. And this is just a fraction. If we talking mathematics, I added by J the author and the boss up on this track. And we taking out the trash, that's addition by subtraction. Started back rapping, now I finally got some traction. Soon as I got on track, I got surrounded by distractions. The way they sleeping on me, I'm gonna need some more vaccines. But I've been on my grind, ain't got no time for no relaxing. Catch me outside, down 95 mashing. Heard that y'all was snapping, so I came to see what happened. With all this tough talking and all this tough acting, y'all think y'all Paul Bunyan, y'all more like Paul or Patton. And I won't put no punches, with these punches I be packing. You think that I was Christ the way I write with so much passion. If hip-hop is dead, I came to excavate the casket. I'm feeling like Kanye on this mic, I'm about to snatch it like. Hey, I'ma let y'all finish in a minute, but we got some of the hottest albums out this year. Like we dropped some of the hottest albums out right now. This the state of hip-hop.
Lack of respect is what I gotta check. And all these egos is letting me know it's about to see no. I can guarantee though, they try to reload, then catch a Rico. They got their dog, we call him Dino. He won't play the hero. Let go. It's getting reckless and talking is ineffective. The culture is really messy. And nobody here to protect it. But check it, I am invested. And I'm here to bring some correction. And I welcome the adolescent that bring us lyrics to bless us. But nowadays the lyrics ain't important. We got a few, but if they choose, it would be a shortage. Talk. See, nobody really care for order. That's why the rap game getting slaughtered. Hey, where them gatekeepers? The OGs at the gate sleeping. Hey, give me the key and I will put hip hop in safekeeping. They say I'm reaching, and if I'm hating, that's the day I'm leaving. And I got no problem with growth, I just can't see it. Ain't see it. See, hip hop hit them flip flop from big clocks. My cats rapping about big glocks. The hits drop. Maybe we should take a pit stop and bring Spitting bars back to hip hop. You dig? And listen here, partner. I can talk to I'm blue in the face, man, because I love what I do. I just want to take it back where cats actually respected the craft of hip hop. You understand me? Yeah. I'm talking about penmanship. You dig?
Now welcome to the round table, let's discuss it. Various plays get made in the state of hip-hop, changes every day, but I love it. And they say, how can you? Come on, this culture full of crash outs and dope fiends. Lil' buddy got more perk in his body than protein. The state of hip-hop. Hold up. Next topic, let's talk about the audience that's watching. They love to see a train wreck, loving to see two people beef in the same set. Gun smoke, bodies drop, ops trolling the net. Hip-hop cops patrolling they steps. The audience supports the gas, but that is not a bag, that is a petroleum check. A ticking time bomb, what's next? This state of hip-hop changed so much, I got a love and hate relationship. That's why I salute the independence. A lot of these rappers be too industry, change up in a heartbeat when the label's interest peak. I'm telling the truth now, packing up trash, back in my bag, I love it. Send a beat and I'ma pack up my luggage. I'm flying Delta, rap games helter. 3 kings with street dreams, they better go find shelter. It's raining outside. Now ride out.
Yeah, man. Dope.
Yes, sir. That was the state of hip hop off of the homie Big Ism Pick a Side project, man. Just dropped that on the 27, man. If you haven't heard it, man, go check it out.
Oh yeah,
nice project, man.
Dope project. 9 songs, well procured, I would say. Well crafted. If you're gonna put out 9 songs, put out them 9 songs. You know, he did his thing on there. But yeah, man, we gonna keep it rolling. I think we gotta chop this, Jimmy. You know a little bit more about this, so I guess you can lead the way on this Jim Jones and Nas situation, because I really, you say Jim Jones and Nas, and you try to put them in the same category or put them anywhere near each other, and I start to get hives and shit.
It don't make no damn sense whatsoever. And that's actually a great segue from that song to this topic, Nas and Jimmy. The state of hip hop. Of course, everything has changed. Everything evolves. Everything, grows. Some things just fall the fuck off. And we're now in the internet era, social media era, where a lot of things are now accepted today that was not accepted back in the day, especially when it comes to hip hop. But not to talk your head off, Jim Jones made a statement, and he said he's more influential right now than Nas is. He says the younger generation can relate more to him than Nas. He did an interview on Fat Joe and Jada's podcast, which I haven't heard the whole thing on that one, but he also did an interview on Club Shay Shay one night. And he talked his shit. And one thing he did say, he said, if Nas want to prove himself, let's do some music right now. I will rap circles. I will rap circles around Nas. I don't know. Hey, Uncle Shannon, he got his goddamn feelings, bro.
Okay.
And he was like, no, you don't even want him with Kiss.
Facts.
But yeah, we're gonna play this video real quick of him being on Club Shay Shay.
You think he believes that shit though? Like, yeah, I be listening to people. You think he does?
Yes. See, the thing is, he feel he's more influential right now because we know Jimmy done dropped the project, and that project was dope, bro. The project was dope.
Yeah.
And I think what he's saying is, you know, what the last album Nas dropped? It was like 3-4 years ago, maybe 2, 3.
2024.
He dropped the album last year.
2024, Magic 3. If I remember correctly, his last KD was 03, I think. He did 3 KD King Diseases, and then he did 3 Magics, and I think it spewed into 2024, if I remember.
Okay, I would say this: even if that's the case, if new generation was to listen to his last project, which I'm speaking of Nas, and then
right
Jim Jones' last project, which project would they relate to? But I don't think Jim Jones is saying that I'm a better rapper, because I think the whole industry should slap the fuck out of him for saying some shit like that. But let's just take a look at this clip real quick.
Okay, it was 2023. I didn't mean to cut you out, but yeah, Magic 3 was 20. So it wasn't 2024. It was 2023.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's check this out real quick.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There's a lot of folks came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. And we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys, you heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Steph law, key, you did. You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Unc, I got a question. This you do, Jimmy, and anything that you do, right, Unc? I've heard you preach it all the time, right? When you was playing football, your first thing you always say, ain't nobody here better than me.
Tell him again.
You done told me that story a million times. Wait, listen to me, man. Isn't that how you supposed to feel?
You know. Let me ask you a question. When you was on the field, you thought you was better than T.O. and Moss?
Hell yeah. What you mean?
Man,
I ain't gonna say it out loud.
You done came on here and say, I ain't better than Moss. I'm not better than T.O. I'm not better than Rice. You said that.
I'm not playing the game no more.
I'm still playing. I'm still playing at a high level. You better check my record. I'm still playing at a high level. I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro. I'm gonna standing around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that.
You rapping now. So his argument is more or less than as far as right now in this moment that we're in.
Yes.
That he has more influence.
And he can rap better right now.
Yeah, nah, you wildin'. The influence, I maybe can bend on that just a little bit, but
now he's finna goddamn build a goddamn casino in New York, the first one in New York. He on some other shit, man. Now Nas ain't paying that shit. Y'all right now, if you see a YouTuber saying Nas responded, strike their page. Just hit not interested because Nas is not going to respond. He's not going to fucking respond to this shit.
Nah.
Nas know who he is and what he means to hip hop.
Right.
Now, great segue into why Jim is doing this. He's adapting to what I said. This is the internet, social media era. If I do something outlandish, say some crazy shit, it's gonna run my numbers up. So what I seen later on was Benzino addressing this situation, and I understand why he's addressing it, because this is what things have gone to. You can say he's trolling, or you can say he's only doing this for clicks and views. I want to know from y'all, do y'all feel like this is good for hip hop, or is it destroying or putting a black eye on the legacy of artists? I want to let y'all take a listen to Benzino. I ain't gonna lie, I felt what he said. I clipped a little bit out of it because he got on here and talked for like 15 damn minutes. But I cut it down to 1:30. So y'all check this out.
Enough is enough. Don't y'all see what the y'all doing? Like, y'all really don't get it, huh? Y'all really don't understand how much this internet shit is us up as a people. It's a device, it's a tool being used just to disrespect one another. And now the era that we're going into now, all the sucker shit that people say to each other, all the disrespect, you're gonna start seeing people's faces get blown off because of it now. This Jim Jones and Nas thing, right? I'm just gonna use this as an example, but y'all are taking part in like really ruining the legacy of this man. This man has a whole legacy. This Jim Jones Nas shit wasn't even a debate. Okay, it gets cute at first, but it's getting out of control. It's getting way too disrespectful, and it's gonna cause irreparable damage to the culture. And let me tell you why. Nas is a legend. Nas put in work. Nas's lyrics and what he stood for, whether it was from the streets or diving into the music that his father was a part of jazz, black culture, to doing stuff with the Marleys, to just basically looking at what he went through and trying to get our people together. And y'all want to ruin that?
Yeah, Jimmy out here marketing, man. He's a great marketer. He's a great promoter. If he was a fighter, he would be a great promoter for his fight. He knew what saying all of that would do.
So it's cool with you?
Yeah. Do what you want. Because your opinion and reality are not the same. I mean, I don't agree with it. It's not cool with me, but he feel how he feel. And hey, if he want to think that, he want to put that out there, hey, put it out there. You're going to have your fans run it up, But as far as, man, he can't. If you just give Jim Jones a 16 and give Nas a 16, nah.
And of course, like I said, it's going to be some outlandish shit, so you always going to go a gun for one of the top dogs. And you know how New Yorkers are. They feel like the best of the best is New York rappers. So he went for one of the top dogs in New York, which is Nas. And he's guilty by default, bro. Like, he didn't say shit about Fabulous. He didn't say shit about Cam. He didn't say shit about DMX.
Right.
He went straight to one of the OG legends of New York. He didn't say shit about 50. So it's like this shit, he went at Nas, because Nas by default is one of the best from New York, bro. And it's like, me personally, I'm proud of Nas for not saying anything, but he said something that I feel like it's 100% true. Y'all keep doing this type of trolling shit, that's what I call it, and somebody gonna blow your fucking face off, bro, because niggas ain't playing like that no more, bro. There's certain people who don't have that calm demeanor and have the mentality to know that I'm not gonna address this dumb shit. Some people they're gonna address it right at your fucking front door, bro. All over some shit. You felt like I was just bullshitting, bro. You know, I was just trying to get some clicks and views. Not off of me, you not.
Right. Thin line, I guess, 2025, thin line between trolling and marketing. Marketing, part of marketing is trolling, people would say. You know, we seen the Soldier Boy. We seen how he get down. It's a lot of artists like this. And Jim Jones, man, he been this guy. Like he's not. I will give him that. He's never changed. He has never changed. No matter how many times Cameron come out and say he was the blunt roller and he was the guy they sent to go get the cigars from the store and all that shit, you know, Cameron go in. But yeah, lyrically, Jim Jones has gotten better. We talked about that.
Yeah.
He still raps behind the beat how he used to, that's kind of his style at this point. But you not gonna tell me you could put words together better than that man Nas. I'm sorry. It's just not. You never gonna win that debate within the hip hop community. Never. And that's why the outrage, I think. You know, it's a bunch of 40-year-old and 50-year-old rappers out here that influence. Now, influence, just to chop it up real quick about that. Nas got, what is it, Mass Appeal, the YouTube channel, which does, and the whole company, Mass Appeal, influence. I mean, Super Bowl's playing. Well, this isn't recently, but you got the finals playing, and you got Nas and Hennessy commercials. Like, I mean, Jim Jones got what did he got? Hip hop, love and hip hop. So maybe that, far as influence, maybe that's where he's going with that because he was on some seasons of Love and Hip Hop. I don't know, but as far as Nas, that man definitely business savvy.
Yeah, and that's one thing that he actually said. You know, he was going back and forth with Shannon. He's like, man, he said Nas ain't even gonna say nothing. He's not even gonna respond to this because he knows some foolishness. And then Jimmy was like, he probably won't. He's a fucking million. He's 100 million. What is it? Something about 100. He got hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's doing all these deals. Yeah. So he's proving to you that I don't have to troll nobody to make money. I invest. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do what you're doing. You know, I don't have to depend on social media, put it that way. Of course, in a sense, he does because that's a place you're going to market your business. But I don't have to take the tactics that you have to.
Yeah, just taking a high road. Like, hey, let that man speak, man. I'll jump back in that booth when I feel like it. And yeah, he just be careful. That's all I say. Just be careful. That man penned Ether. Be careful.
That's it. That's all you gotta fucking say. Do you remember Ether, nigga?
Right. Yeah. So one of the top two, I would say, Hit 'Em Up and Ether, probably the two biggest disses ever in hip hop.
Yeah.
And this man has pinned one of them. So, you know, yeah, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah, we just want to touch on that because you know that type of shit goes on, and this was actually on a larger scale because of who the people are. But this shit happens all over YouTube every damn day, man.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, that's the format.
But we done seen people lose their lives too. I think it was a recent story where a YouTuber lost their life, where you know these other people was threatening their channel, and he pulled up on them, bro. I think it was in Vegas.
Yeah, the Las Vegas situation. I don't know the full details about it, but I do know there was YouTube content creators, and one was bigger than the other one.
Yeah,
and some about some copyright strikes and all this shit. Just some goofy shit, man. That's the format though. Even on YouTube, down on channels big as ours, smaller than ours, in between. You know, that's the format. The YouTube, man. You got a YouTuber, you got another one who want to be as big as the other one. Hey, talk about that motherfucking ass, and you gonna get some residuals. like Chris Brown say. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna keep it rolling. I think I want to go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes for the night. We're gonna chop this Carmelo Anthony situation up.
All right, so yeah, let's get to it.
Yup.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So this Carmelo Anthony thing is it's a slow moving train when it comes to this. There's still no dates set far as when they go into court. You know, all these processes and legal things that's going on. Was it about 5 days ago? They actually did indict him on the charges, and I don't know, boss. I guess I guess at first let's just chop up. Far as the indictment, far as it coming down, were you surprised or?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I didn't know if it was going to be, manslaughter, second degree, or first degree. But I knew it was going to be. They were going to try to charge him with something. But of course, one thing we talked about when we heard about this is like it wasn't enough information to go by of how it actually happened. We just going by the story that was told, especially about a brother. And this is one of those cases where you got to wait for more evidence. And I felt, and you felt the same way, that there had to be cameras around that place because the track, it's a football stadium. They're running track. This stuff is recorded, and come to find out, yes, they do have footage. I don't know how good the footage is, but I feel like, me personally, the footage is the reason why they came to this indictment of first-degree murder, I believe.
Okay, yeah. We definitely did chop up that footage aspect of it, and I guess let's go ahead and play this real quick. This from the Law and Crime channel. What is that? Damn, I can't find. Okay, here we go.
Trial. Another critical piece of evidence, if this goes to trial, will be this surveillance video that came from the Frisco Independent School District. The ISD has video from a camera that's mounted on the stadium of the alleged murder of Austin Metcalf. Now, the district is not releasing a copy of the video. They're not letting reporters take pictures of the video, but they did allow reporters to see it. WFAA in Dallas wrote that the video, it's wide angled of the stadium, and the incident happens in the small left corner of the screen. Quote, it's difficult to determine how many people are present or what exactly is happening at the tent. Around 9:55 a.m., a sudden movement is observed at the tent, but the alleged act itself is not visible. There are a lot of moving but heavily pixelated figures at the top of the bleachers, just above the tent, and at the bottom of the tent. It appears to be sprinkling at the time, end quote. According to the TV station, that video is believed to be one of the pieces of evidence that was presented to the grand jury ahead of their indictment of Carmelo Anthony this week on a charge of first-degree murder. Joining us now is Bridget Williams, criminal defense attorney. Great to see you again. Thanks for talking.
Okay. So WFFA did that was a description of the footage that they seen. There was no pictures allowed of the video itself. Nothing was allowed, but they did show it to reporters. Heavily pixelated at the bottom left-hand corner, and it looks to be on a pole. And when I was looking at that field, it did look like you've seen poles, like various poles up. You've seen light poles, but it did look like there was other poles up that could have been cameras that weren't a part of the press box and all of that. So far as the footage and what's your thoughts on all that you just heard?
Now just listening to it again, when they talking about, you really can't see what happens. And I know I just said I think the indictment came from the footage. Maybe, maybe not. Something made 12 jurors say we have enough to at least bring in an indictment of first-degree murder. Yeah. If it wasn't the cameras, then maybe we can throw the camera footage out. We haven't seen it. Like they said, they're not going to let us see it.
Right.
But if we're going by word of mouth or witness statements, think about where this happened at, bro. It happened under the tent full of players, teammates of the victim. Right. So if they telling a story, they're going to add in things that may not be true. I'm just keeping it a buck. Maybe, maybe not, but all of them are going to be on the same page, bro. All of them going to be on the same page because they just lost a friend. Young fella lost his brother. So if we're going to go by witness statements, and it has to be the people that was right there in that same facility. Of course, we know Karmelo owned up to it, but he said he was defending himself.
Well, and just to go back to about you saying, I guess, it's of them. When it comes to a track meet, who's going to be there? You're going to have people from the crowd is going to, the bulk of the crowd, it's not like a big football game. So everybody's going to sit on one side. They're going to have areas on both sides sitting on one side of the bleachers. It's not like a home and away side, like a football game would be, I would think. So the crowd is going to consist of parents from both high schools because it's one high school versus another. So in that aspect, yes, the tent itself is going to be there supporting this group of people or this from this high school, but there was a rival tent as well. So as far as what police statements have been gotten from people who might not even been under either tent, I don't know as far as that aspect, who else has given a statement? Who else was there? Who else? It might just been someone new to town who was just there because their kid was on one side, so there's no really bias there. It's just, someone else who has a statement, and you got to look through all of those statements, and I think that's where the indictment came from all the information that from the police officers who arrived, explaining how the layout, the logistics, then all of the parents, like everybody has to be talked to, regardless of why are you there? It might be a scout from a college who's coming to, and he might have gave a statement. So I don't know.
I get it. I get it. They asking everybody who potentially witnessed something.
Right.
Let's go back to the situation. They're watching the track, what's going on the track. The parents are, at least for the moment that they start talking to each other, the eyes of everyone under that tent left the track and went to them because they hear a confrontation. Everybody don't hear this confrontation. Everybody else's eyes is still watching track. Now, I know what you're finna say. You don't know that.
Yeah.
If anybody is behind these guys, this tent, and you got people that's under this tent running from the rain, the people that's behind them, because they were in front,
yeah,
they can't see shit that's going on because of the people that's under the tent. I'm speaking of the people that was sitting above them, higher up. They're looking down, they can't see what the fuck is going on because of so many people being under the tent. Now, this is an assumption. The people to the right, the people to the left. From what I saw, this was not no jam-packed event. You feel me? And shit happens so quick that the only witnesses that I'm going to listen to as a detective, not saying I'm just gonna avoid, say, yeah, you was too far away. I don't want to hear shit you guys say. I ain't gonna say that. That'd be fucked up of me. But who statement's gonna be more credible? The one who was sitting right up under that goddamn tent, man. So,
and that might have been it. That might have been it. I would, I know how crowds react to back and forths. And I would say that's probably more than likely probably not it, but maybe because it was so much of the same story from everybody who was there, the indictment just had to come down. I mean, we seen like in situations where, yeah, there's an eyewitness and this indictment comes from like the state moves forward based off one person and you got a bunch of people. So, I mean, well, not a bunch, but you got a crowd. It's not just one eyewitness. There's a lot of eyewitnesses. So I think the indictment had to come. It was destined to come down. As far as why it took this long, I don't think it should have took this long. I think they could have came to a decision before now. It looks from the optics, it does look like the camera did, as you said, have something to do with it. But who's to say? It's gonna be interesting.
you remember early on, there was this so-called witness guy that was there to watch his daughters or watch somebody and his daughter.
Yeah.
I think it was his daughter. And he said what they're saying is not what happened.
Right.
Of course, we don't know if this guy wouldn't testified at all. He was up there talking to a YouTuber.
That his credibility.
It went down
go
the drain.
ahead. Yeah, go
Shit
ahead.
went down the drain. But see, the thing, what I want to say is, I don't believe him either because I don't believe he went and said that to the police. But the point I'm trying to make is, how many people that were sitting afar, maybe, a couple of, 10, 20, 30 feet away, who didn't see it, bro? And they said they see it, and they just go on by what the brother said, and they went up there and said what they said. You feel what I'm saying?
And see, that's the thing. That's the police. The police have a job to do. The detectives, investigators, all of them have a job to do. They got to look these people in their eye and see what makes sense. What makes sense. I know for myself, if I'm sitting somewhere and I see some shit like that, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if it's a tent away. If I see, maybe it's just the attraction to fuckery that I have with shit like that. I'm gonna be like, hold on, you see that? Oh shit, hold on. The track meet is not, it's not a finals game. There's points. When they running, but when they not, you just sitting there. So I think a lot of people seen it, man. I just think myself personally, I think a lot of people seen it, and that they got to sift through every single statement, everyone. As far as people lying and just the whole, because this case is so racially charged, people giving testimony, people giving statements that are lies or that aren't really the truth, and this can happen. This is a racially charged situation. There's racist people in the world. So in any world that we live in, this is gonna be an issue that the detectives gotta figure that shit out, man.
You know, I just want to say how I see it, and maybe that's why I'm stuck in the way I see it. I'm envisioning the two white boys walking up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one of them say something to him. He's sitting there. Now, we're at a track meet. It might be loud, it might not be. But this is what I'm seeing. We're up under this tent. He said, and the white boy said, man, you know, you got to get up from over here. Talking in his voice. You got to get up, bro. And the black boy say, touch me and see what happens. People that sitting 20, 30 feet cannot hear this conversation, bro. That's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
And he put his hands on that boy, just that quick. Now chaos. Now people turn and look. But they didn't see what fucking happened. They just see this boy holding his goddamn chest. They see Karmelo run away. Right. That's probably what they can say.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We don't know when it actually, with having two people, you got bystanders that are on their side. We don't know as far as the volume of the conversation, because that's going to be the trigger. Like you said, that's going to be the trigger, is the volume of the conversation. If they were having this conversation and everybody under the tent, which I wouldn't think that if they're having this conversation and people under the tent heard it, people are going to, you know, start moving different. And I don't know. It's just an unknown at this point as far as how loud was the conversation. Were people not heckling, but were people like, yeah, you got to leave? Like, did people join in with vocally, or did the brother, when the brother came, did the brother jump out of his seat and then go down over to him? And that's the thing, because those are going to be the triggers to make people look, is all of that. So it's kind of, at this point, it's an unknown, I think, man.
It is, but I'm just going by environments like that, and all environments are not the same. For that boy to walk up and yell, "You gotta get the fuck up from over here!" He now is causing a disturbance for the track meet. Yeah, everybody would turn around and fucking look. I do not feel that's what he did, because he didn't want to look like a bully. He went to him straight up, like, "Hey, bro, you got to get the fuck up from over here." Yeah. I don't think nobody would go over there and just make a fucking scene for no fucking reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the boy might get up and swing on my ass. So, just saying that to him, and Karmelo like, touch me if you want to, nigga. And see what happens. I truly, in my heart, feel like that's how that conversation went at that tone.
Okay.
But I'm not. I can't say I'm 100% right, because nobody knows. I just felt that's how it went.
Yeah, I you know, this case, man, and we're probably gonna have future discussions about it once things start coming out and things start moving along as far as the court proceedings. But one thing I'll say, and I'm always gonna say, because if the tables were turned, the loss of life would be more of a discussion within the Black community. Loss of life is not being discussed during this case. But that's because we're on this side. Whenever we're on the other side, the loss of life is the main thing that we're like, we don't care. We don't care. There was loss of life. But because it's on this side, we're focusing more on a lot of other things, I think. And someone lost their life. Like, that cannot be lost within the discussion, I feel like. And I see it getting lost in the discussion.
Well, I can't say it's being lost. I think it's depending on if you're talking about bloggers, YouTubers, because, you know, we've heard, you know, the Anthony family, you know, give their condolences, and I think the people that was representing them, they always mention the kid who lost his life. Now, when it comes to social media, YouTubers, bloggers, whatever.
Yeah, and that's mainly.
You got to understand why it's like that. Because, for one, what we've been through and what they've done to us so many fucking times. And then also, he's claiming self-defense. We don't know how this happened, but just imagine. And I'm just saying this, not saying this is exactly how it happened. 2 white boys, these motherfuckers look like linebackers walking up to you in somewhat of a threatening manner. And then they tell you, get the fuck up. That kind of almost sounds like Rosa Parks, bro. Like, who the fuck is you talking to, bro? You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
He gave you a warning. Touch me and see what happened. This motherfucker touched him.
So, do you think a group of black people would not have touched him?
Do
you think a group of black people would not have touched him?
Well, I don't think we would have walked over there and just started no problem for nothing.
Oh, okay.
That ain't what the fuck we do.
Okay.
That's true. We don't.
Okay.
Fucking shit like.
I believe it alone.
In the rain, it's raining. Like man can't sit under your tent until it start raining. You want to be a fucking bully? Touch me and see what happens. Oh, you gonna touch me for real, bro? I didn't wish that this kid get killed. I feel sorry for his parents because I feel like a parent should never have to bury their kid. But it's that sense of entitlement that some people have that can get you fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Because I don't want to seem insensitive to the Metcalf family, because that's not what this is about. If this man say touch me and find out what happened, me personally, he got a bag right here. Nah,
right.
Let me go get my coach, man. Coach! Go get this little motherfucker over here.
And see, hey, I don't know. I know my people can be headstrong as well, prideful as well. If I brought this tent to the place, I'm not gonna do it. But I can see some people, some black folks being like, hold on, they got a tent over there. Why is he sitting right here?
It would have never happened, bro. It would have never happened. It would. I don't think there was not one bold enough white person just walking sit up on a tent full of black people like, yo, nigga, what you gonna do? That shit would not happen, bro. It would not happen.
That boy Karmelo said, look, hey, it's raining outside.
It's raining outside.
Cupcake say the weather likely made the crime scene crowded. Yeah, the rain definitely probably did play a part. As we know, it did play a part because he probably would never went over there if it wasn't raining. So yeah, the situation, man. It's I don't like situations like this. I don't like, just as much as I hated to see any one of the large cases. What was the Massey, Sonya Massey? Even as much as I hated to see that, I hate to see this as well. I wish people would have just thought a little bit more, just processed a little bit more before acting. Because a lot of shit could have been not happened with just a small amount, just one iota of emotional intelligence. This would not have happened. So,
Yeah,
and
it's about the way you talk to people too, bro. It's about the way you talk to people. Like, I truly feel like they came over there in a manner that was maybe disrespectful or threatening when he could have said, and I know hindsight is 20/20, but I'm still gonna speak the truth. He could have said, man, this is our tent, and we need space for all of our team members. Do you mind getting up and making space for my folk? Something that instead of saying, hey man, you got to get up from here, or however he said it. Because once you become confrontational, your action is going to be met with a reaction when a person feels disrespected. You know what I'm saying? If I came over here and sat down, I might be colorblind. I'm just throwing some shit out there, and I thought it was my team tent. Like, oh, man, touch me and see what happened. It don't cost shit to be kind to people, bro. It don't.
The fact, and I think the thing is, when I hear that and I hear that explanation, I'm hearing one side of the accountability. You don't get that from that explanation? Like, there's two people that made this happen.
Right, absolutely. I don't know what made Karmelo reach in his bag to grab the knife. But he did say, that boy put his hands on me. I don't know what that means. When we say a nigga put their hands on me, we got knotted up. I don't think that's the case here.
Yeah.
If he pushed him, shoved him, I think whatever Karmelo decided to do from that point, he had the right to. Because you know what the law say. If you are in fear,
right,
that what these guys are going to do to you can cause major bodily harm, deadly force can be used. I just don't know what the fuck they did to him. All I know is they said he put his hands on him. That's all I know, bro. So that question you asked, I'm not forgetting about accountability on the other half. I just don't know what the fuck they did to him to make him grab that fucking knife. If they shoved him, oh no, that shove ain't hurt. But what are they gonna do to me next? I'm not gonna wait to find out.
And then if with that being said, is the person who does go to that extreme, are we gonna bring up the what happened to fight? What happened to fighting? Why we always got to run to a gun? Why are we gonna bring that up as well? Like when it comes to people just running to, what's that mean?
It's two people,
right? Yeah,
yeah. I throw them hands. If it was just him, I throw them hands. Karmelo was way smaller than those guys, man. He was a small guy.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I wouldn't have stabbed him. I would have tried to fight my way up out of it, but that's me. I'm not no small fucking dude. I would have probably knocked both of their bitch asses out. That's not who Karmelo is. Karmelo, he's a little smaller, probably 155 guy. I wish he would have tried to fight his way out because I don't think nobody there had a knife but him. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. The discussion that it's a lot with this discussion. We're gonna be I will be here all night. We already done.
I like that.
Huh?
Well, I like your questions. You came back with why you got to get a weapon. We ain't gonna talk about this because we do talk about that. Put the guns down.
Right.
I would say not protect yourself. I done told you, man, get you a goddamn strap, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I think when it comes down to it, D-Lo, or what Cupcake say, we could all end up with 12 drawers deciding our fate. Scary. Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen. D-Lo say maybe intimidating is all. Yeah. And then, they say it's scary, when you are in fear, you can do some crazy things. That's what they say. So yeah, man, that man got to fight for his life in that courtroom. That's basically what it boiled down to. I would lean on the side of this isn't as cut and dry, just because there was a loss of life. And yeah, so
yeah, I mean, it's so many things that could have been going through Karmelo's head.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's people sitting behind me that can just tap my tater too, because this is their team. Not saying those guys behind them was gonna do anything to them, but you never know what went through that kid's head, man. I'm over here by my motherfucking self. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was just gonna say them raindrops, man. They ain't gonna kill you. Goddamn.
So what you saying is you just got your ass up. Fuck it.
Hey, man, I don't know what I would have done. I know I wouldn't have stabbed the motherfucker though. I know that much. I know my brain enough to know that I wouldn't have stabbed the motherfucker for the shit. And I probably wouldn't have said. I mean, I don't care. The thing is, I don't care how it looks. When you value yourself, the way I value myself and my breath that I breathe, my free breath that I breathe is valued so much that adrenaline is not like the value of my breath is more mentally present than adrenaline, if that makes sense.
Yeah, his brain hasn't fully developed, RJ. Isn't that what you would say?
Oh man. Hey, what how old was he? 17? Man,
Yeah.
look. It's obvious. That's obvious.
Stop it, I say.
Well, do you really wait for action?
Hell
do you want
no.
to say, well, do you really wait for action?
Which,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna wait to see what the fuck you gonna do to me, bro. I ain't gonna do that. Nah, man, the shark coming at you, man. It's fight or flight, goddamn. I'm gonna poke him right in his eyeballs. Bitch, I ain't gonna let you bite me. No.
Right. It's the level. Everybody has a different level of crash out, right? Like everybody has a different like my level for crash out is different than other people. And I can't get up off this stream without telling the story about the video I sent. Let's have a little story time. I'm gonna go into it. I know we've been up here for almost 2 hours, but this shit just happened to me last week, man. Just happened to me last week. Hit that like button for the BBP, man. I don't be up here.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm rolling through the parking lot, right? You know, trying to find a spot, didn't find a spot. Our parking lot is set up kind of like a U. And I rode over to this spot where you got to go out onto the street to come back and go through the other side. So I rode through, and there's one way to get out on the street, and it's right here. It's a gate. You go back and you come back around. I'm going up, and this nigga, and yeah, I use the term nigga very sparsely, but this was a nigga. This nigga is standing on his phone, and boss know I'm telling the truth because I sent the video. I was on my phone already. I come up, he just standing in the middle, talking on his phone, like animated, nigga shit, just on the phone, loud, just in the way. And I sat and I pulled up, and I just sat there. And this man, he ran hugging on the phone. He looked back, look over. He see me, still sitting there talking, not moving. So I'm sitting there like, man, niggas ain't shit, man. And I said, that's all I could think, man. Niggas ain't shit. I'm just sitting here. I said, let me record this thing. I think the video is only like 15 seconds, but that's after I was already sitting for probably 30, 45 seconds. Who knows? Well, I know. It was about 35, so then I started recording. So probably about 60 seconds, I'm just sitting there, waiting for this nigga to move. Then he eventually moved, and I go on by my, I said, so that's why I say the level, the crash out, my crash out level, for me to crash, I'm going to need something more than that. And other people in that situation, they would have been like, boop, boop. Hey, man, what the fuck? Like, would have did something like that. And I, like I said, my peace I value a lot. Everything about me I value a lot. So in those situations, it's like, man, this nigga, man, I can't stand niggas. That's all it was. That's all I was thinking, man. Like, let this nigga go on about his business, man.
And you did the right thing. Like I said, there's no right or wrong thing. And I think you did the right thing. As far as a person like me, I'm lacking patience, bro. I don't have patience no more. I don't. And I'm gonna say something, bro. Because like you said, he saw you. He done seen you before. He knew that was you.
I did say that.
You want to be a dickhead all of a sudden. Why? Nigga, do you think I'm pussy? Is that what you think?
But this
These are the things that's going through my head.
But the kicker with that is what he thinks, like what I value about myself and what's in my bank account, it's all more important than what the fuck he think. He can think that all he want. He can think that I'm in a free world. I'm not in prison. It's not that type of thing. In prison
it's gonna turn into a domino effect, bro. I'm telling you. He weak. He's soft. Next thing
you think whatever the fuck.
You walking to your goddamn door. Hey, little nigga, come here, man. What you got in your pockets? What you got in your pockets, nigga?
Crash out level. Now, crash out. That's where we go at the crash out level. Now that's the crash out level now. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna crash out about that, but now that's different. So I don't know, man. I just, it's one of them things.
I get it. You're right. But in those situations in life, in our culture, that crash out level is gonna hit eventually. I'm addressing that bitch up front, let you know this ain't what you
at the door. We make a show.
We gonna keep this at a level where you can walk away and I can walk away. Because if I don't do nothing now and then you try to rob me at my door, bitch, I'm gonna kill you, nigga. Fucking kill you.
Yeah,
then I mean, fight for my freedom like Karmelo and shit.
Right. So yeah, Karmelo crash out level. I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna go into it, but he definitely, when it comes to this court, he's gonna have his day in there, man. And hey, what you say?
Knowing my crash out level keeps me inside the house. Hey, nigga, you goddamn right.
Right.
Goddamn right. That's why I stay my ass at home. People say, get out of the house sometime. For what?
Right.
So I can hurt somebody.
Yeah, I'm driving by my damn mailbox in the crash out level get tested. Hell, I'm thinking about going to this concert, this Bone concert, this Thuggish Ruggish Mafia concert. I'm already thinking I got to be on my shit out here now.
Mm-hmm. It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Yo. Yeah, man, it's life just so many things life got me in this place that I am, but being home is my place of peace, and it's nothing like it. Yeah. Anything comes here and disturb my peace, I can kick the fuck out. And you gotta leave. You gotta leave,
right.
Bitch.
Right.
Yeah. I wish you would stay after I told you to leave. But your ass not septic tank back there. Keep playing with me.
Oh shit. Yeah, man.
Man, we gonna get up out of here, man.
Yeah. It's been another episode. BBP number 65. Yeah, man. We up out of here. We up out of here, man. like that action. Okay, we here with it.